Scientists at Oxford University are developing a new vaccine that could be ready for clinical trials within 2 to 3 months to help tackle the Ebola emergency. The outbreak, centered on the Democratic Republic of Congo, has resulted in 750 suspected cases and 177 deaths.
Israeli attacks have killed at least 11 people in southern Lebanon, including several healthcare workers. The attacks occurred on Friday in the Tyre district. They are the latest in a long line, questioning the durability of the shaky United States-mediated ceasefire between Israel and Lebanon.
Senegal's Prime Minister has condemned the West, accusing it of attempting to impose homosexuality on the West African nation. Ousmane Sonko made the remarks while addressing the National Assembly on Friday. During his speech, he defended newly introduced laws targeting Senegal's LGBTQ community as part of a broader crackdown on same-sex relations, measures that have drawn criticism from human rights activists.
Hux, an app developed by former Notebook LM developers that let users put in a prompt and generate a podcast or a podcast series about a topic, is shutting down. The announcement comes a day after Spotify released a personal podcast feature that works similarly. The company said that it is removing the app from App Store and Play Store, and if users already have the app installed, it will work for 7 days. After that, the company will delete all data related to users. The startup didn't specify the reason behind the shutdown. SpaceX may have stolen the show with its IPO prospectus, but Elon Musk's aerospace AI data center company wasn't the only notable business to file to go public this week. On Thursday, Finnish smart ring company Aura said that it had confidentially submitted a Form S-1 to the US Securities and Exchange Commission in preparation for an IPO. Founded in 2015, Aura has emerged as one of the most popular wearable health trackers, setting itself apart from Fitbit, Garmin and Apple's watch-like products with a sleek, unobtrusive ring. The Sindh government on Friday announced a separate 4-day holiday schedule for Eid al-Adha, extending the break beyond the 3-day holidays announced by the federal government. According to an official notification, all government offices and autonomous bodies across Sindh will remain closed from May 26 to May 29 on account of Eid al-Adha.
Chinese state media has claimed that the J-10CE fighter jet scored a 9-0 win against the Eurofighter Typhoon in mock air combat exercises held last year. According to the report, the exercises took place in 2024 and saw the Chinese-made J-10CE defeat the European fighter in all 9 simulated engagements. The report said the J-10CE won 5 close-range dogfights and 4 beyond visual range encounters.
Several major roads in Lahore do not exist in official municipal records, nor has any heritage documentation been formally notified or legally approved for their existence to date. This was revealed at a session of the Lahore Heritage Areas Revival, LHR today, which brought together architects, historians, journalists and urban planners.
An operation theatre at Nishtar Hospital in Malton has been sealed after a suspected HIV-positive patient was operated on alongside other general patients. Hospital administration confirmed that the theatre was shut down after the patient's test report came back positive a day after the procedure.
Sindh Police has announced security support for citizens withdrawing large amounts of cash from banks amid a rise in street crimes targeting bank customers. The move comes as incidents of robbery involving people leaving banks with cash continue to surface in the city.
Some parts of India are grappling with power cuts as record-breaking heat has pushed electricity demand to all-time high in excess of 270 gigawatts, spurring a government call for consumers to limit use. An El Niño weather pattern is bringing above-average summer temperatures across the subcontinent in May, with nighttime outages running from 40 minutes to an hour in the manufacturing and infotech hub of Chennai, residents said.
The U.S. Defense Department on Friday released a second batch of previously classified files on alleged unidentified flying objects, sightings including references to people reporting unexplained green orbs, disks and fireballs. At the order of President Donald Trump, the first batch was made public on May 8. Punjab Chief Minister Maryam Nawaz has warned that any attempts to exert political pressure, abuse influence or exploit a woman by threatening to release personal content in the case involving actor Momina Iqbal and PMLN MPA Saqib Chadha will be met with firm and uncompromising action. In a tweet posted on Friday evening, the CM said the matter is a personal issue that will be addressed strictly on merit and in accordance with the law.
An Australian tourist has died after falling into a ravine whilst hiking the Inca Trail to Machu Picchu in Peru. Matthew Payton's body was found on Thursday evening local time. His employer, Victoria Police, told CNN in a statement. Australia's 9 News, a CNN affiliate, reported that he fell from the trail at 2 p.m. on Wednesday.
United States President Donald Trump reiterated on Thursday that the US will not permit Iran to keep its stockpile of highly enriched uranium. However, Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Mojtaba Khamenei, has issued a directive that Iran's enriched uranium should not be sent abroad. The Reuters news agency reported on Thursday, citing 2 unnamed senior Iranian sources.
2 Indian climbers have died on Mount Everest during a record-breaking period of ascents via Nepal's southern route. As experts warn of overcrowding on the world's highest peak, Nepal is home to 8 of the world's 10 highest peaks and welcomes hundreds of adventurers each spring.
On May 14, the High Court in the central Indian state of Madhya Pradesh ruled that the centuries-old Kamal Maula Mosque in the city of Dar was actually a temple dedicated to a Hindu goddess. 2 days later, saffron flags associated with Hindu far-right groups were all over the site, with supporters celebrating and filming rituals that were carried out. The Kamal Maula Mosque, also known as the Bodhshala complex, has been disputed for decades. And such claims are not unique to this mosque. Far-right Hindutva activists have made similar claims that a given mosque was built atop a temple across the country, emboldened by Prime Minister Narendra Modi's rise to power in 2014.
Pep Guardiola is leaving Manchester City after changing the face of English football over the last 10 years. But how do his achievements at City compare with those of other great managers to have worked in England down the years, such as Alex Ferguson, Bob Paisley and Brian Clough?
Russia's attempts at escalation via Belarus, where it has delivered more nuclear weapons and held highly publicized joint war games, come as its ground war falters in Ukraine. Ukrainian Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrsky told Military magazine that Ukraine has seized the tactical initiative, as Ukrainian offensive assaults on Russian positions now outnumber Russian assaults on Ukrainian positions. Lucky Motors is betting fuel price shocks and rooftop solar adoption will speed up electric vehicle demand as it launches EVs with Chinese state-owned automaker Guangzhou Automobile Group and plans local assembly as early as the year-end, its CEO told Reuters. The launch comes as local consumers face their sharpest fuel price increases in years, with prices double those of 4 years ago as the US-Iran conflict disrupts supply through the Strait of Hormuz.
When you want to know something online, you Google it. That's how it's been for years. But what happens when Google decides you can't just search for things like you used to? The world was forced to confront that reality on Tuesday when the company announced its iconic search bar would be totally reimagined with AI in what it described as the biggest change to the web's favourite search engine in 25 years. PPP chairman Bilawal Bhutto Zardari on Friday inaugurated the 39-kilometre-long Sharai-Bhutto Expressway, linking Karachi's Qayyumabad to the M9 motorway. He also laid the foundation stone for the construction of an expressway project linking Karachi port to Qayyumabad.
Turkish opposition leader Özgür Özel has vowed to fight a court ruling removing him and fellow party leaders in the latest legal move that helps cement President Recep Tayyip Erdogan's grip on power. The appeal court declared the 2023 leadership election in Özal's Republican People's Party, CHP, null and void, prompting thousands of demonstrators to gather outside party headquarters in Ankara. Michael Carrick never chased the spotlight as a player, and he has not suddenly sought it out as a manager. In a season when Manchester United needed clarity, calm and conviction, it is Carrick, understated, deeply respected and quietly authoritative, who has come to embody all three.
Gunmen have killed at least 25 people, including 6 police officers, in attacks across Honduras. The attacks mark Thursday as one of the most violent days the country has seen in recent years. They came despite ongoing efforts by the government to rein in organized crime and violence. 52-year-old British climber has set a new record as he summited Mount Everest for a 20th time. Kenton Kool became the first non-Nepali climber to conquer the world's highest peak 20 times before dawn on Friday. However, as he celebrated his achievement and began his descent, voices called for limiting activity on the 8,849-meter, 29,032 ft mountain, as it was reported that 2 Indian climbers had died.
Pep Guardiola will leave Manchester City at the end of the season after a decade in charge. The club has confirmed, bringing an end to one of the most successful eras in English football and one of the most influential managerial reigns of all time. The departure of the 55-year-old Catalan coach will close the book on a remarkable chapter that has seen City transform into a footballing juggernaut. Punjab Safe Cities Authority has launched a dedicated universal access number for Emergency 15, enabling citizens to access Punjab's emergency and support services from anywhere in Pakistan and abroad. The new facility has been introduced at the direction of the Chief Minister of Punjab, Maryam Nawaz Sharif, to resolve a key issue faced by people living outside the province.
Launceston has launched its first entrepreneurship AI lab for women to promote women's empowerment, digital inclusion and economic independence across the province. The lab was formally inaugurated by Dr. Rubaba Khan Balok, advisor to the Chief Minister on Women's Development. The initiative has been launched in collaboration with the Women Development Department and DEOC Private Limited.
Murray Police have announced a comprehensive security plan for Eid al-Adha 2026, including entry restrictions, increased police deployment and strict action against violations. District Police Officer Murray Dr. Mohammed Raza Tanvir said that only families would be allowed to enter Mall Road and other parts of the city during the Eid holidays.